Japan here today to give you guys another video. Welcome back, Verse, to another podcast. What? Listen, Verse, I am so sorry that I haven't been uploading anything for quite some time. I've been busy with college, but I'm almost there. It's just a little more to go. But in the meantime, I ended up doing a project today with a good friend of mine. And I decided, we like to discuss a lot of things, so I figured, why not do a podcast? I asked, and he agreed. I'm here today with a good friend of mine, Diaz, from the American Academy. How you doing today, buddy?
Pretty good, you?
Pretty good, man. I'm pretty good. After we just did our scene.
Yeah, a little bit wet, but I'm good.
Yeah, a little bit wet. Yeah. I decided to do this podcast because really, we're always talking about all this stuff, Either if it's class, if it's academy, if it's just movies in general, maybe something going on out there, you know what I mean? And I just figured, let's just have a good conversation. So, let's start with movies.
Okay.
Avatar.
Great.
Now, you got upset, or not upset, but shocked, that I didn't see Avatar yet. The second one. The newest one that came out with James Cameron. Right? Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Come on.
What do you think of it?
I think it is amazing, of course.
Why?
A lot of people say, like when I got finished, right? When I got finished watching it, with my family, my sisters and stuff, they're big fans of it. Big fan of the first one. They saw a lot of repetition. I saw it too. And like the build up, when he starts to learn how to ride the horse. He's riding the horse, but in this other one, he's learning how to ride. I forgot the creatures, but they were the water creatures. All the water stuff. So I don't want to spoil it, but let
me put it this way for you. Do you think the second one is better than the first one?
It always has. Though the first movies always have the very first special connection to the group. You know what I mean? So
it was number one globally. Like,
let's say the Goonies. You remake the second part of the Goonies or whatever, it's not going to be the same as the first one. Because it's the first one. It's the first time you ever get introduced to this kind of stuff, to this kind of CGI project and everything. So you kind of expect what's coming in the second one. It is very good. Yes, there is a couple of stuff that does get repeated as in the first one a little bit, but it makes sense because now they're adapting to the water life, the water tribe. So I say it's not better than the first one, but it definitely is really good. I do really like it.
Let me put it this way. For me, the reason why I haven't watched it yet is because, for one, I've been busy. But two, even if I want to watch it, for a movie like Avatar, right, it's very lengthy. Not crazy lengthy. I've seen longer. But it is 3 hours. So you're going to really need some free time to watch that movie. Another thing also is that the reason why I'm not in a rush, but I have heard good things about it, is because I heard it's basically a repeat of the first one. Just the environment's different. Like in the first one, it was in the forest, and it was just, introducing the world in general. In this one, I hear it's basically the same concept, but in the water. And obviously different machines and different stuff going on. So I was like, okay, so I think I already know what happens. I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I'm just saying, James Cameron, I really like that dude as a director. I think he's a very good director. But it's kind of weird that he spent so much time on just Avatar. Can you imagine the amount of movies he could have made during the last 10 years if it wasn't focused on Avatar? And there's still a third one coming.
That's why he makes really good stuff, right? Because he invests so much time in it, so...
No, yeah. But also I heard he's kind of complicated to work with. But in the exact same time, I kind of get it because he's very passionate about his work. I have gotten that.
I mean, I do want to see what happened behind Avatar, but that specific film made me like that film and him as a director for the very first time. That one, because that's the first taste of... Maybe I've seen other stuff that he's done, but that's the first thing that pops in my mind because that's the one that I got introduced to his work.
Did you hear they're already going to make the third one?
For Avatar?
The Way of Fire.
You told me, you mentioned about that.
Yep. And that there's a rumor going on that is the length, it's crazy. It's supposed to be 6 hours. I was like, whoa, James, what more you got to show? Like, that's crazy.
What kind of beauty can you show with fire? Because in the beginning... you have a lot of forest stuff.
Let me put it this way. So what I heard about the fire is that it's supposed to be a new tribe that represents fire, but they're supposed to be very aggressive.
Aggressive tribe? Yeah, but so Avatar is known for its beauty, right? For the beauty, the whole animal life and everything.
Yeah.
Forest, water, but what is next? And is it going to be based off the video game too?
The video game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Video games don't matter. Cameron's going off his product, not games that are non-canon. He's going specifically to canon story. But I was having a discussion about this with another friend of mine. He said something that was very interesting, and I was like, that is so true. A good buddy of mine, we were talking about this, and he was like, I'm excited about the second Avatar movie. I am, but I felt like that shit kind of came and went because it took so long. Like the first one came out, what was it, 2009? And
the first one?
Yeah, it was 2009, correct?
I don't know. I can't remember anymore.
2009, I believe. And Avatar 2 came out, what, like a few months ago?
Mm-hmm.
In like 2022?
Mm-hmm.
So 13 years, I think. That's a long ass time for that movie. So I feel like the vibe kind of went down for Avatar. My friend told me that he went to go see it after work, and when he went, he fell asleep. I was like, why would you go see it? It was like, I didn't know it was 3 hours. It's Avatar. Come on. I saw the extended version. It's over 3 hours. Come on now. But let me ask you this. Did you see the Oscars? This year's Oscars?
The whale guy.
Brendan Fraser.
And then the actor from the Goonies.
Yeah,
right?
the kid. Yeah, he was in Indiana Jones too. Yeah. So basically, for the best director category, this is what I heard. James Cameron didn't get nominated, but his film got nominated for Film of the Year. It didn't win. But James Cameron supposedly didn't show up to the Oscars because he didn't get nominated for Best Director of the Year. How do you feel about that?
Damn, I don't even know. He didn't show up at all. It's like everything. He takes it seriously, so it's like, why the hell would I even show up? I mean, it's like a letdown, or like a loss in a big football team, or you lose the finals, you don't show up or whatever. But yeah, understandable. Did he make anything about why he didn't go, or he just didn't go?
Yeah, he didn't go because he wasn't nominated for Best Director.
But he hasn't said any like podcasts or any like.
Not to my knowledge.
So, I mean, understandable. I understand the guy. That's my way of looking at it. I understand the guy. I respect the guy. His work.
Okay, when talking about other projects, there's this new event called CinemaCon that just happened, and they announced a lot of projects. Hopefully, I won't be all over the place when it comes to movies. So first of all, superhero movies. Oh yeah, these people are gonna get all like, here we go. Before I say anything, let me ask you, what do you think about superhero movies, either Marvel, DC, or Netflix, or whatever? Like, what do you think about them nowadays? Because they're all over the place.
Shit, yeah, they are.
Do you like them? Are you tired? Are you still about them? Or like, what's your perspective on superhero movies?
I love them, but Marvel it was good. It was really good.
Oh yeah, I can give them credit for that. Yeah.
They have gone down though. I mean, I knew they were going to just be shitty from then on because of.
What gave you that sign though?
They went into doing the whole. I don't know which one came out first, but the series when they start involving stuff.
WandaVision.
I don't. That was the first one.
Yeah, with Wanda and Vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so when they started to
turn them into miniseries.
Yeah, and that's when I was like, ah, shit. Yeah, they're gonna.
This is how I felt. I know they were doing that because that's when they first came out with Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm. So
they're trying to get people to come in. To me, even though I think some people got used to them, the way how I see it is, and I'm just being honest, not to talk shit. Okay, I'm being real. I think that doing series dragged it out a little longer than it needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because, with movies, they're easy to watch, they're easy to keep track with.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. But when you add TV shows, it's like, I got like 6 other shows I'm watching right now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really feel like it's that major. And it kind of gave that vibe too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, WandaVision. Did you watch it?
I watched the first episode, or maybe the second one. And then after that, I was just like, yeah, this is
stupid.
This is boring. I'm just gonna go look at something else, or it just lost my interest.
Okay. After that was Loki.
Never watched it.
You never watched it?
Yeah.
I watched Loki. Loki was alright. I'll give him that. But it's Loki. Of course it's alright. It's like they kill him, they bring him back, they kill him again, they brought him back, they killed him again, they brought him back. Oh, he's alive again because of some past bullshit. Oh my god. Yeah. So, I mean, I expected that. Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Never saw it.
Me either. Well, I only saw like 2 episodes and I was like, I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
She-Hulk. She-Hulk? Did you watch She-Hulk?
Yeah. I told you this about. I don't know. Should I talk about She-Hulk?
You can. We can. Yeah, let's talk about it. I've been wanting to have this conversation with that show. Let me start off with this. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck was She-Hulk?
I don't know.
I don't even know how the hell that show even got approved.
I don't know.
With the way that it is, because the reason I say that, it isn't because of what it is or the gender or whatever. It's because of who's producing it. And yes, it's Marvel, but it's Disney. Disney's for everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for Disney to have something like She-Hulk where they're constantly attacking and making sexual... Fuck, She-Hulk twerks! I was like, what the fuck? What am I... What?
Yeah.
I was like, how did that get approved? Kevin Feige really looked at that script and was like, yeah, I like it. I was like, I don't understand that. Sorry about that my camera went out. I don't know why it's a memory card. But anyways, so to the discussion. The biggest problem with She-Hulk that I see, because there's so many ways to critique it, it's just the fact that you can tell some woke-ass writers got behind that script and just made it about gender. Because a friend of mine told me that a friend of mine was like, you know, I actually watched the series and I couldn't help myself because I was hearing so many things and I was like, And a friend of mine was like, you know, I came across this conclusion, which is, it seems like they can't really seem to make a joke or even an issue without involving a man. Mm-hmm. I caught that from like every single episode. And there was like, what, 8 or 9? So I was like, that is true. And almost every episode there is a reference to a man. Is a man being stupid. Men are like rich because they're men. No man is poor for some reason. We're all just rich. Mm-hmm. So if you count $300 in the bank account, that's rich. No.
Yeah.
Women have it harder all the time. Men don't have it harder. Lawyers or men are incompetent. I'm trying to think of all the dumb shit they said in that show, by the way. Like, I'm not making it up. These are things that they actually said in the show. Women are better. Mm-hmm. They even say things that I'm like, I don't know any woman that talks like that. Like, the very first episode, it was after the car crash. She hooks like at a bar. Mm-hmm. And then she's in the bathroom. I remember this. Then these group of girls come up and they see her. And they're like, oh my God, let's help you. And I was like, I don't know anybody. Look, I was trans for 6 years. I've been to the women's restroom hell and time. I've never seen that before. I've seen people deal with some shit and they're like, anyways. So yeah, about that thing. I've seen that all the time. And not even that. I've never seen somebody go, don't worry, girl. We're going to protect you, okay? From him or her or they. And I was like, or there, what the fuck are we doing? I was like, who talks like that? The problem with it, to me, is that it's very non-believable. Okay, I said a lot. You go ahead.
No, it is. No, I mean, yeah, you basically said everything. The woman part is the shittiest part. From the first time I remember watching Hulk, like the actual Hulk, remember back in the day with the other...
Was it 2003 or the 1981?
No, it's 2003. No,
yeah.
Not too much. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was. They actually really focused on the story and who's Hulk, how did he come about, what is his story, origin story kind of stuff, you know. But who is She-Hulk? Answer. Who is She-Hulk? Based on this little section that we got here.
She's a lawyer. She can break the fourth wall. She did it before Deadpool. Mm-hmm. That's something I learned. She actually I read some of her comics. She's a badass in the comics. But like this is what we're getting into. Okay. So I went on a rant. I knew it was gonna happen, but basically the main problem is that the show just became about gender. Mm-hmm. That's really how I saw it. Because I'm thinking, I'm not hearing really a lot about problems. I'm not really hearing much about her developing as a hero or even her villains. Her villains were so weak. Mm-hmm. Like, the first one in that court scene in the very end, when she just busted in and started breaking shit, I was like, first of all, why is she even there? And second, I don't even know who the fuck she is. Mm-hmm. And third, it was too cartoony when she went, Whee! At the very end. I was like, how did she... Huh? Yeah. And then it was just a little too much like, okay, either it felt rushed or they just didn't know what they were doing. Because She-Hulk has some pretty interesting villains. She's a pretty cool character. There's hella female awesome characters. Mm-hmm. But here, it just seemed like they were trying really hard to make them look good. Like, they were trying really hard. When the problem, to me, is you shouldn't really try hard to make them look good. You should make it seem natural. Because it's Marvel. It's superheroes. Of course, it's going to be like crazy shit happening. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, here you could tell they were just trying really hard. And even the jokes. I did not laugh one time. The jokes were not funny.
I didn't even catch the jokes.
Oh no, there was one funny joke. It was what was it, in the 4th or 3rd episode? They brought this character, the Immortal Man, this old guy. He doesn't die, And there was a scene where they were in the office. I remember that. And when they were in the office, right, they're like these two lawyers. They're like going back and forth. And this old dude's like, what? And they're like on the like 16th, 17th floor or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then they're going back and forth talking about the dumbest shit. Even the guy was like, oh fuck this. He runs to the window. He tries to commit suicide. And I was like, that is every viewer right now. That was the one funny thing I caught from that show. Other than that, it was shit.
I don't know.
It was shit.
I didn't even see that.
That's like the one thing I'll give the show. That was the one funny thing. The guy was like, fuck this conversation. He fuck got out of there. And he was still alive because he's the immortal man. Yeah. But yeah, that was the one time I laughed. Everything else is kind of meh. And even, let me ask you, so in the very end, and I knew they were going to do that because of the trailer, Daredevil. He shows up like in the very last minute. Did you see the fight between Daredevil and She-Hulk?
I didn't get there. I just watched the first episode and I was like, you know the whole woman and everything. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to watch this anymore because I am not watching a character. I'm not watching a hero. I'm watching somebody trying to make a statement.
Yep.
So it just picked it up and threw it in the garbage. I was like, I don't want any more of this. So I did not see any of that. I did see takes of like online things like that, people
talking about it.
Yeah. The one thing I did not like, I've never seen Daredevil, the actual show too. You know, there was a TV show.
Oh yeah, Netflix.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. But I can't really say much about it. The only thing I do know from just seeing it is the costume.
Yeah.
Why does it look like?
So in the comics, that yellow, that was his original costume before they updated it and made it all red. Mm-hmm. So they wanted to go back old school. But to me, even I thought that was a bit of a creative issue because I'm thinking, why would you want to do that because this Daredevil is from the Netflix series. Mm-hmm. So he already has his red suit. So I'm thinking, why would he go back? And then in this new series that's coming, you're going to go back to the red suit. That was so stupid. I don't understand. I don't know. I think they were trying to do like an homage to like the comics. And I appreciated it, but it feels like it was a little too late. Mm-hmm. It's like imagine Superman coming in with his main suit and then he comes back again with
the underwear suit.
Yeah, and you're just like, but you did. So are we putting the underwear back on? Oh no, no we're not. Okay.
That's what they did though. So Man of Steel came out, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I love that movie. Problems, but I love that movie though.
But it was amazing. The whole redo of the superhero stuff and everything.
Yeah.
You know, like the suit didn't look very fake. You know. Like the whole prosthetic arm, like, make it look bigger, make it look.
They showed Henry Cavill very buff in that movie, so you believed it.
So he was that was his body, that was him.
Yeah.
He actually did the work to get there and things like that. But in the second film, when he's saying hi to the kid being recorded, remember? He's like, "Hi, Superman," or whatever. Remember?
Are you talking about Justice League?
Yeah, Justice League. Remember?
Ah, that
reshoot. They brought it back, and then it's like navy white or something, like navy blue, like really bright blue. You can really see the fake armor stuff. It's like, is this?
I have an explanation for that. So there's two versions of the Justice League movie. There is the Whedon cut and there's the Snyder cut. The Snyder cut's the one that's 4 hours. The Whedon cut is 2 hours. Mm-hmm. When Zack Snyder, unfortunately his daughter committed suicide when he was in the middle of shooting the film. So he stepped away from the project before completing the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So Joss Whedon, who is the director of Avengers 1 and 2, came in. And I was like, oh, I'm confident because he's a good director. He loves comic books. Mm-hmm. But when he came, he also wanted to do some reshoots. And there were some scenes that were actually already done, but he just took them out. There was a lot of characterization he took out. There was a lot of things that Zack Snyder put in that he took out. He added in his own stuff. When Henry Cavill came back to do the reshoots, he had a mustache. And the reason why he had a mustache was because he was also in the middle of filming Mission Impossible 6 with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And he couldn't shave it. So because of that, Whedon was like, all right, we'll CGI it. And then I literally said this to my friends. I was like, I'm going to go see this movie. I'm going to have faith. And I'm going to do my best to not look out for that freaking mustache scene. Because they have to edit it out. And in the very beginning, Superman. Yes. I was like, oh my God. It was the very beginning of the movie. That cell phone scene. He was all like, I don't know. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, Whedon, what did you do? I was like, you could have. And when I saw the Snyder cut, that was never in there. So I was like, that was Whedon. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. That was so bad. I don't know why they thought that was okay to put in there. It was too noticeable. Yeah, at times when it comes to the costumes, it's kind of It differs. It depends. Well, Marvel, yeah. So She-Hulk was just
Garbage.
it was garbage. Yeah, if you missed it, you wouldn't have missed anything really.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, She-Hulk is a good character. They just hella missed it because it was all about political messages and shit. And I was like, what are we doing? I was like, for superheroes, come on, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
For shows, there's a Miss Marvel.
No, I don't know.
Middle Eastern girl. Okay, well, she's a huge fan of Captain Marvel for some reason. I'm like, I don't know how, but Brie Larson. Yeah, that. So the movies, enough with the TV shows. Basically, some people like them. A majority of people don't. I've heard a lot of bad things when it comes to the shows because people don't really seem to want to watch them.
Mm-mm.
You know, it's kind of here and there. The movies now. The Phase 4 movies. Have you seen all of them or no?
The Phase 4.
Yeah, they're in Phase 5 right now. Phase 4 was basically Spider-Man 3, Thor: Love and Thunder, the Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. That was
Okay.
Yeah. So have you seen them? All of them or no?
All of them, yeah. Except, Doctor Strange. Yes, I did see.
Ant-Man and the Quantumania came out, but supposedly that's 5.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it, but I saw clips, and I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
I did not miss anything on that one.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that problems definitely started to show. To me, at first, I thought that maybe they were getting a little tired. Let me put it this way. When I found out that Disney Plus was going to do shows, I told myself, you know what? Just end Marvel, and then wait a few years, because I know you're going to do it again, and just bring it back fresh. Like, let's crave wanting superhero movies again. Because I thought, okay, you know what? There's still a lot of side characters. What if after Endgame they do these series, but it's to end their stories? Like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like he got the shield, he's not sure about it. Let's see him maybe build up to the shield. And I'm like, okay, great. And then they announced Captain America 4, and I was like, oh my god, y'all just don't stop. And now with Phase 4, they're doing this whole multiverse thing.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you, what do you think about the multiverse concept? Do you know what it is?
I am not too familiar with that, but I saw it in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And it was interesting.
It was a start.
It was very interesting, yeah.
So basically, this whole... and DC's doing it too, so, I ain't gonna leave them out on that. But, basically, the multiverse concept is where you're basically meeting heroes or other versions of yourself from different multiverses. You're either a good guy in that one, you're either a bad guy in that one, you either have no powers in that one, or there's villains from that one they're gonna come over. Mainly with the villain of Kang. That's the new villain they're building up.
Who's Kang? Never heard of it.
He was an Ant-Man. Yeah, he's like a major villain in the Marvel comics. As soon as they finish with Thanos, they're like, who's going to be the next big bad? Is it going to be Galactus? Is it going to be Kang? Is it going to be this and that? They picked Kang. I was like, okay. To me, I was thinking that they needed to stop because I felt like they're getting tired. You can tell like they're kind of burned out a little bit. To me, I felt that way because with Doctor Strange, I think the movie's okay. It's not bad. I actually like Doctor Strange out of all those characters. The thing for me is that I felt like they were focusing too much on cameos and not enough on the main character. Because remember the Illuminati came in?
Oh, yeah.
And then they hella focused on them. And then they did nothing with them. They died hella easily. The writing was ass.
Oh, yeah.
Reed Richards, the Fantastic Four guy, with John Krasinski, in the comics, he's the smartest guy. And then right away, hey, you don't want to upset Black Bolt. If he opens his mouth, you're dead. What mouth? And then to me, I'm like, why did you tell her? She didn't know. You just gave away your ace in the hole, stupid. And you're supposed to be the smartest man. Get the fuck out of here. I was like, that's so dumb. It's like, imagine if Thanos was a good guy. Hey, if with the snap of his fingers, that gauntlet, he'll make you disappear. What gauntlet? Oh, you fucking idiot. It's like, imagine that, right? Yeah. I was like, why would you tell her? You're stupid. And then, Captain Carter was, I thought she was trying too hard.
Who did?
Captain Carter?
Oh, yeah.
The British girl. I thought she was trying a little too hard.
Yeah.
Because she was hella mad the whole time. Like, she drew the shield to shut him up, and she's like... And I was like, you okay? You good? I was like, breathe. Reed Richards was there, but he didn't do anything. He stretched, and then he died. And I was like, wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm happy to see that. Xavier came in, and I'm not going to lie, I was a little excited. Because out of Marvel, I love the X-Men. But they didn't do that. He just goes into her head, and then he died. And I was like, okay.
Okay, he did die too.
Yeah, so I was like, alright. So that happened. Thor: Love and Thunder. I didn't like that one. The reason why is because the comedy in that one was too much. Too much comedy. In fact, this is a good question. What do you think about the Marvel humor?
It was good. It used to be good. Now it's just too in the face.
Yeah.
They're trying too hard. The goats, what the hell?
Thank you.
The goats.
Everybody talks about those goats, man.
Why are they in the film? Like,
to be funny.
No, it's not. It's just stupid and childish. It's like, why? He has the, what is it called? The new hammer.
Yeah.
Well, thunder. What is it called? Thunder.
It's just this new hammer.
Yeah. So he's like, I can summon the Bifrost and all that garbage, and he's right there, right? And all of a sudden, he's having like relationship issues with one hammer or the other one, and then like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, like one was getting jealous of the other for some
like,
reason, and you're like, why does it?
Are you stupid? But yeah, it's like you cannot use it by itself, so therefore you have to build a boat that can swim in like galaxy shit bridge, and then. You can't just do that. You also have to get it pulled by the annoying fucks. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, why? I don't know. And then the thing that pissed me off the most is I'm a big fan of like Kratos and things like that, right?
Oh, like God of War, like
so
mythology and stuff.
That was amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why would you put the
Zeus?
I
knew it. I knew you were gonna talk about him.
He's just a hippie kind of guy.
Yeah, like no, but remember that manly thing he did? Let me just. Okay. I was like, this is Zeus, right?
Yeah.
He's like the manliest guy out there, and you have him. I was like, what are we?
Orgy time.
Yeah.
Where's the orgy? Can I get an orgy over here, please? You're not invited to the orgy. Like, okay, you what the?
I think you just did me a favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. You know what was a cool Zeus? And I know I'm gonna be a fanboy here, picking one side, but the Snyder cut in DC, right? They did okay. If you watch it, they did a flashback where the old gods defeated Darkseid, right? And Zeus was there, and Ares. Zeus was manly as a motherfucker. He's like doing stuff like that. I'm like, that's fucking Zeus. That's right, not this. You know, I was like, I don't know.
And then the bolt.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be Zeus. He controls this stuff. He doesn't need the stick shit to, you know. And also with
Hercules.
Thor.
Thor.
With Thor. In the big, like when they introduced Ragnarok, he was amazing. He didn't need the hammer thing, you know. He started to be like
even in Infinity War, he was badass.
Yeah, like in himself, you know what I'm saying? But now he's like, oh nope, never mind. You do need you do need a hammer to control all your powers.
I think what they accidentally did here was a lot of plot holes, because the problem with Thor is that they made him into a joke. He was a very serious character, right? Like in Endgame, like he had some humor, but it was natural.
Yeah.
Here, he's like, you know, like he's like an idiot. And I'm like, this is the strongest Avenger, and you're making him seem like he's dumb. Like, so at some movies he's dumb, but some movies he's not. I was like, what are you guys doing with Thor?
Yeah.
You know, I didn't care. But but Jane, oh yeah, she's badass, right? I was like, anyway, I was like, oh my god,
yeah, that's another introduction of like men thing right there.
Yeah, they are doing that again. See, that's the problem. Have you noticed that there are a lot of politics in some of these movies? Not all of them.
Yeah.
But in some of them, especially the shows, unfortunately. I feel like that's what's really ruining the genre for superhero movies, is that you're just like, at some point they're gonna put something in my face. And DC's guilty of this too. I know the CW shows, they do that a lot. You know, especially Supergirl, Black Lightning. These are DC heroes.
Oh yeah. Listen.
Uh-oh.
Supergirl was amazing, right? The very first time I saw it,
the first season.
Yes, it was amazing. I was like, oh my god, this is great. You know, and I grew up, you know, reading, you know, Clark Kent's comic books, so you know, Kansas boy, whatever. But
yeah, you're from Kansas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So it was amazing. I like the idea. Okay, listen.
Supergirl was stronger than Superman, apparently.
I guess.
No, because in season 2, they finally brought in Superman. I was like, all right, cool. I was waiting for him, and then they had like a fight at some point, and then Supergirl beats him, and then all of a sudden Clark is like, I was fighting you in my full power. You have surpassed me. I'm like, you are not. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. I was like, no, I've seen Superman in full power. You didn't even. Not even close. Yeah. I was like, you just did that because, you know, she's better, it's her show. No. I was like, that's a damn lie. I've seen Superman at full power. It wasn't even close to that. I don't know what they were doing at on that show. And honestly, that Supergirl, I don't like. Because I liked her in the beginning because she's new, she's trying to get used to Earth. I get that. In the comics, she has a huge anger management problem. You know, she gets pissed, like, really bad. here she's like, I got my Starbucks. Hey girl, you know, not like it's like a typical white girl, and I was like, that's not Supergirl. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that she has some calm moments.
What's her boss's name? Cap.
Mm-hmm.
She was. Yeah.
It was a little too. I don't know. It wasn't to the source material, honestly. Let me also ask you this: for both DC and Marvel, what do you think of the visuals? Do you think the visuals are still solid or they're going down?
You mean like green screen stuff and all?
Yeah, green screen, visual effects. I think they're going down.
I think they're relying on it too much.
Yeah.
I think they are getting better. I mean, technology, it is getting better. But I'm a big fan of...
Practical?
Yeah.
I love practical too, yeah. That's why I'm a huge fan of Sam Raimi. Because he loves using practical. With superheroes, right? Just to try to end the topic on that. I have noticed that their visuals are kind of here and there now. Like before, it was like, damn, that was oh shit, like pretty good. And now you can kind of tell it's like, that's a green screen. Oh my god. You know, like Thor: Love and Thunder, a lot of green screen on that. Doctor Strange a little bit. For the Multiverse of Madness, not too much, but at certain times I was like,
the traveling part, yeah.
Even She-Hulk. That's a perfect example of green screen. I saw people on Instagram doing cosplays of her, and they looked way better than that CGI shit. And I was like, why didn't you just do makeup? That would have been fine.
Or why not have? Because okay, I don't know, you know. You talk to guys and like, oh my god, I had to spend thousands of hours in the gym and all this stuff to build up to this superhero. A girl? Let's just put CGI on her.
Yeah, I caught that.
Why not have her put on all that mass and everything, you know, for this character?
Some do. Like Gal Gadot, who played Wonder Woman, she clearly does. The girl who played Jane in Thor: Love and Thunder, she got bulked. I can give her that. I saw her in the trailer. I was like, damn, her arms. She grew muscle for that role. But yeah, bro, like for someone like She-Hulk, you can't work out.
And talking about like CGI stuff, I did like that part where you know how they casted her and everything. The only thing I did not like is if you look closely in the movies, she's moving and fighting and everything. She comes back and then when she is just her face and everything, she's like her, right? But as soon as she jumps or something, boom, she gets really bulked up legs, really bulky back. It makes her look like super massive and stuff. And then she lands and it's like, You know, it's like,
yeah, I got that.
Why are you doing that to this girl? You know, why not just keep her like that?
I
don't know. It's CGI can be used very well, but then Marvel tries to mess it up sometimes.
I think it's just a little too much in your face. You know, it's just, I get it. A lot of what they're trying to do does actually rely on CGI. It does. But I feel like it's at the point where I'm like, you know, I think you guys can stop now. Like, let's just focus on other stuff. There's so many other type of movies and ideas you can do besides superhero. I think you squeezed enough out of it. And honestly, I said this. I'm tired of both Marvel and DC. I am looking forward to The Flash. But that's about it. Honestly, I'm not looking forward to James Gunn's new universe anymore. I really don't care. Marvel, it's kind of like, if I catch it, I catch it. If I don't, I really don't give a fuck. You know, I'm just kind of like, I really don't care. Because literally, it's to the point where I'm like, I'm just tired of universes. Like, I miss, like, Spider-Man when, like, Spider-Man came out and it was a beginning, middle, and an end. There was no build-up to another movie. It was just, hey, that was cool. Want to make another one? And then they made a second one and it was better. Hey, let's make a third one. But this time you're going to do this and this. And then the studio interference. That's why the third one wasn't too great. But anyways, I was like, I liked it when movies were like a solid like story. No built-up, no sequels. It was just, let's just make a good movie. Nowadays it's just, hey, let's make a good movie. But let's put that cameo. But we did that last time. Put another one.
Put another one.
You're stupid. You know, like, yeah, like it's just cameos and stuff, and I'm kind of like, I don't care anymore. I tell my friends this all the time, and sometimes they get really butthurt about it because of my opinions, and I'm like, guys, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna kiss Disney's ass, all right? Like that ass. I'm legit burned out. Like I get it. They're superhero movies. They're fun. They're awesome. I get it. They're actual heroes doing shit, but you're not tired at all. It's the same shit. Like we already know what's gonna happen. You know, there are some heroes that I'm excited for, sure, but at the end of the day, I'm thinking at this rate that they're messing up, am I really excited? You know, but yeah, and you know, just to end on a positive note, there have been some good movies from Marvel. Spider-Man, obviously, Spider-Man. You know the third one. I kind of like Shang-Chi. I'm a huge fan of martial arts.
Who is it?
Shang-Chi.
Is this like Star Wars stuff?
No.
What's that? I don't know.
He's a Marvel hero.
No,
he uses the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Never heard of it.
Really?
Oh, the white guy looks like a mummy guy. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Huh? It's Chinese.
Never
What?
mind. Never mind. I don't know.
DC now, it's a mess.
Always.
It's a mess. They're trying to do better, and I think they were doing better. And then for some reason, Warner Brothers was like, "Oh, James Gunn, yeah, you did Guardians. Yeah, come here. Yeah, do whatever you want." And I was like, "What are you doing?" And then dropped everybody. Henry Cavill out. Gal Gadot out. Freaking Cyborg out. You know, everyone's just out. They're just finishing their movies. But I don't want to start over. Like I actually like this Justice League. They were pretty badass. They were awesome. If you see the Snyder cut, I like Ben Affleck's Batman. Yeah. I like the Flash, even though it's controversial. I like the Flash from what I've seen.
And the Batman too, the new Batman guy.
The new Batman.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen it. It's a little slow, but it's because Matt Reeves, he's the guy that did Planet of the Apes. He said, you know, Batman is clearly a badass, but we don't get enough of him being at what he actually is, which is a detective. So I want to do some detective storylines, and I actually am a huge fan of like crime drama. I actually do love watching detective stuff. So when I saw it, I did like it. It's very believable, you know. So Matt Reeves Batman, that's different. So I'll be like, I'm fine with that. But basically, I'm just tired of superhero movies. Like I'm gonna just take a break. Even when something new comes out, I'll be like, okay, cool. Literally, when it comes out, just to end this conversation right here with this subject, when it comes down to like opinions about superhero movies, I have to literally ask now. I'll be like, you sure? You want to talk about it? You sure?
Yeah.
I will piss you off.
Yeah.
Literally. But when it comes down to actual movies, this is a good conversation actually. Since talking about movies, and now that I got your opinion on that, what series are you a fan of that's been released?
Okay.
Any company, any series?
I don't know if it just got released. I don't even know when it got released, but I know you haven't watched it because I told you before. Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders is fucking amazing. Amazing script writing, amazing casting. Actors are unbelievable.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Okay.
Amazing. That's one TV show that I really put aside stuff to really watch and appreciate stuff. Honestly, it's just been anime stuff.
Anime?
Yeah.
Oh, huge fan of anime, huh?
Not a huge fan. I hated anime back in the day.
Well,
I was like, oh, man, this is garbage, you know, that's just kid stuff or group drawing stuff. But then COVID happened, and I was like, I'm gonna check out this Baki Hanma thing, or I'm gonna check out this Attack on Titan stuff. We'll see all that stuff. What is all about, you know? But then I was like, ooh.
Okay, so anime then. We're gonna go to anime now.
Yeah.
What's your favorite anime series that's running right now, or that has run?
Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
No, that was not like the top one. I did not finish watching it.
What season did you stop at?
I forgot the names. It's been a long time, and I have not turned back into.
Annie?
I don't know. I forgot the names.
How's she look like? Blonde hair or brown hair? Blonde.
She's blonde.
Oh, that's from season 1.
Yeah.
Oh wow! You stopped at season 1. It got a lot better. You should really watch it.
Yeah.
I already know the ending.
See, I don't know, but that's not. I do like it, but my very top one that I'm watching right now currently, and I'm waiting for the other season, is Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. I have not seen it.
Demon Slayer.
I'm not going to see it. I don't know. To me, like I've seen some clips of Demon Slayer. I find it a little overrated.
Really?
Yeah, just that could just be me. You love it? Okay, cool. Don't hate me. I know Demon Slayer is popular. I'm just saying. I don't know. I've checked out some things and I was like, it's not for me. I'm fine.
Why is that?
Just because the way how it comes off is like, oh, it's another lead anime that's being released. I already checked out all the other ones. I saw Naruto when it came out. I saw Bleach when it came out. I saw My Hero Academia when it came out. I saw Attack on Titan when it came out. You know, I saw what else is new? What
the
other
Chainsaw Man?
I didn't even watch that one either. I was like, any big anime that's like super talked about, I'm kind of like, I don't want to follow the crowd. Let me put it that way. It's because I'm a little animated out, because I was a huge fan of anime. You've seen my manga collection, you know? So, you know, Fairy Tail and stuff like that, like, I watched all of that. So now when I see another hype anime like Chainsaw Man, or whatever the fuck, or like, you know, Chainsaw Guy, or Demon Slayer, I'm kind of like, I'm fine. I'm animated out.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm just brand new to it. You know.
You got a lot to learn.
Yeah. So, but other than films, like anime films too.
Do you watch Dragon Ball Z?
back in the day when it used to be just 1, 2, and 3 Super Saiyan, and now it's like God and godliness and
The anime is stupid.
It is.
I read the manga. It's better. It's so much better. And Super Saiyan Blue is not overused and like how it is in Super, because they did the anime first and then they released the manga. Because they were in that hurry to do it. And then obviously at the beginning of the show there were so many problems with animation and framing. You can tell so many things looked really bad in the beginning until they finally fixed it. Even with certain storylines, it was kind of like, oh wow, okay. The reason why I stopped is because they're trying to let the manga continue on ahead. So that way, when they do the show, they don't make any more mistakes like that. They can copy it from the manga. Yeah. Right now, they're in the middle of doing some stuff. Vegeta has done some stuff. It's a lot better. And it's not so centered on Goku anymore like that. I mean, a little bit, but yeah, like Vegeta does have some time to shine. And again, Goku at times even uses Super Saiyan 3 a little bit. I'm like, finally, like, you have it for a reason, use it. You know, like, damn, man, I'm tired of seeing blue. You know? But also, when it comes to Dragon Ball, I think it's a great anime. Obviously, I've seen the original Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball Z. GT, you can take it or leave it.
I've never seen that one.
It's bad. Like, it's cool for certain things, but it's bad. They made a lot of creative choices where you're like, really? Okay. I think the concept with Dragon Ball is that they just need some new villains. That's how I see it, because I feel like they recycled the same old ones over and over. And also, I kind of find it a little ridiculous with the RR, that, you know, those androids. There's always a new android. And they happen to be as strong as they currently are at that specific time. I'm thinking, okay, Android 16 and 17 and Cell and stuff like that, I get. Because, you know, those were like top secret. And then in the movie, oh, there's an Android 13 or whatever. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Maybe there are some spares. I get that. And then now in the video game, oh, there is another Android, but she's a Boo. And I'm like, but I thought Boo didn't come in. Okay. And then in the movie, after the Broly movie, oh, there's these two superhero androids, and they're just as strong as their silver and blue look. And I'm like, so you had that whole fucking time? You didn't think you can take that out right now to beat the shit out of them? Like, you just happen to do it at that freaking timing? That makes no sense. Gohan had that silver look the whole time, and I was thinking, so you couldn't just work out and had that before for the Tournament of Power? No, you have it now after that whole bullshit. Okay. It's not like the universe was at stake. The timing was a little, you know, with these forms. It's a little too convenient. So I'm just kind of like, you might want to get that fixed. That's just how I see it when it comes down to that. But I'm like, yeah, it's a little too many forms. A little too all over the place.
Like when it used to just be Super Saiyan 3 and that's it.
Very simple.
Yeah,
very simple.
And then after that, I don't know,
He was like, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm good.
Have you ever seen Naruto?
The beginning.
Naruto's pretty cool. There's a lot of fillers. That's any enemy. Right, I'll be real.
Yeah.
But it's a lot, and some of the episodes are always just flashback of the Naruto versus Sasuke thing. I'm like, I swear to God, if I have to hear Naruto, Sasuke for like the 15th time, I swear to goodness, I'll be like, man, oh my God, I get so tired of that. But now it's all dubbed. It's all in English. Now they're doing Boruto, which is a sequel, it being his son, but they ruined all the characters. It's bad. I don't know, you ever seen the Rikage? Badass motherfucker, hella cool. Fucking, now he has like a huge bald spot. And I'm like, what did you do? Uncle got hella fat. You know, like she, like you know those buns she liked to eat? She ate a shitload of them apparently. Friggin' Sasuke, like he's cool, but he's a little lame. He's trying hard to be like a dad now. Other than that, for anime now, right now, that's being shown, I don't really have anything. I think I'm kind of like burned out, especially because since now that I'm about to graduate from the academy pretty soon, I'm kind of just sticking with like projects that I really want to see. But I think anime is still super cool. You know, it's definitely getting a lot better. But I also feel like it is getting a little burned out. Like, I assume you haven't seen My Hero?
My Hero?
My Hero Academia?
Nope.
Yeah, it's cool. It's another superhero, but with anime. You know, it has some pretty cool moments and stuff like that. But you know, it is getting a little burned out. And I'm like, I know another superhero. You know. It's everywhere. Okay, here's a good question. For movies, is there a favorite series that has been made that were based off a book? Like Hunger Games, Harry Potter, what else is there?
Well, I mean, Harry Potter
Lord of the Rings.
Always gonna be good. Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter is always gonna be good. You know, they're classics way back there. New ones? I don't know any new ones though.
Well, let me put it this way. They're making sequels to like every series now. So, Lord of the Rings, have you seen it?
Yeah.
The extended versions?
I don't know if they were extended, but yeah, I've seen them.
Okay, well, basically, they were badass. Extended or not.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the extended versions. I was like, mwah, don't fuck with this. Then they made The Hobbit. You seen The Hobbit?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Originally, it was supposed to be 2 movies. Then they extended it to 3. Because they made the second one about that big-ass dragon.
Mm-hmm. I think I only watched the first one, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't watch I didn't even know there was a second or 2 or...
Yeah, it was a trilogy.
Yeah, no. I just thought it was just one film and that's it.
Let me put it this way. It's just not believable. There's certain times where like these characters will like fall off a cave or like get hurt, and instead of bleeding or something.
On what?
Anyways.
Like main characters?
There's no sense of danger. It got too cartoony. Yeah, it's just there's some cool stuff in it, but it's not the same. Mm-hmm. You can tell it kind of drags a little bit for The Hobbit, so not good. Harry Potter now. They're making the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them series.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen them?
Yeah, they're good.
All 3? They're good.
The 3?
Yeah.
What 3?
The Fantastic Beasts, Where to Find Them, the first one.
Yeah.
Then there's the second one with Johnny Depp, where his Grindelwald.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the third one that came out. But
no, I think I've only seen 2.
Oh yeah, but the third one's out.
No, but I mean they're not bad. They're pretty good.
They're okay.
Yeah. They're not like
but that's the no. The second one was bad. I didn't like the second one. There was problems with that one. It was too slow. And a lot of characterization for something where you're kind of like, okay, we get it, and then nothing really happens. For Grindelwald. And also, Grindelwald's not believable because, Dumbledore's gay. And Dumbledore and Grindelwald, they had a relationship. So, to me, when I look at Johnny Depp's version, I'm kind of like, I don't see you dating this guy. I don't know. But then they recasted him because of the whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation. Mm-hmm. And then they got this new actor, I forgot his name, but he was in Doctor Strange, he played the villain. He's the new Grindelwald. And then when you look at him, you're like, okay, I believe you. You're like, I see you as Grindelwald. But Grindelwald's, unfortunately, is having such a hard time in that series because there's been 3 different Grindelwalds. Mm-hmm. There was that guy in the first one that was a disguise. Then there was Johnny Depp. And then there's this new actor. Mm-hmm. So my friend was like, just watch and pick another actor.
Oh, right, yeah.
For Grindelwald. Mm-hmm. But no, that's the thing, though. They're alright. They're not great.
I mean, I was entertained. You know what I'm saying? It was like, like the magic and everything. It was pretty good. Yeah, I was entertained. I liked the animal touch to it. It was pretty good.
I mean, I'll be honest, it was a different concept.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. Yeah.
It was good.
But I just expected a little more. Like the first one, I ain't giving not a hard time because I'm like, I get it, it's the first one. You got to introduce it, build it up. I get that. Then the second one came in and it was kind of like And then the third one happened and it was like, it just feels the same. It's nothing really, there's nothing big happening.
I haven't seen the third one.
If you see it, you'll see what I mean. The Hunger Games. Have you seen the Hunger Games series?
All of them, yeah.
So, they announced they're making another Hunger Games series. But it's supposed to be like a prequel.
With who?
I don't know. But they released a trailer already. It's like new people.
All new people?
I think so. So they're making another prequel to the Hunger Games.
I think they're just running out of ideas or something. I don't know. It's, bringing out... It's the same thing. Bringing out live action Mulan. Live action Lion King. Why can they not make any new stories? Can they not?
Let me ask you this now, okay? Because sequels or prequels to the series is clearly a bad idea. It's not working. Now, when it comes out to the Disney live action movies, have you seen all of them?
The Mermaid? No, don't say the Mermaid. Don't talk about the Mermaid.
Okay, just before the Mermaid, all of them that came out. Have you seen all of them or no?
Aladdin was good, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of, what's the word? I was very hesitant because of Genie, but Will Smith did a good job.
Okay,
right?
I think the movie was very bland until Will Smith came in.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like they kept it pretty good. They had the same quirkiness as the cartoon one.
I caught that. They were definitely trying to do that.
Yeah, there was it. It was there. It was not really, really good, but it was good.
I think it was a little too cartoony, especially the part where the guy who played Jafar. I didn't buy him as Jafar. I didn't believe it. I think the actor did the best that he could with the script, but the part that really threw me off was when he got the lamp and Will Smith came out and he's like, "Are you out of your?" Oh, and then he's like, he did that. I was like, I'm sorry. This isn't a cartoon. I mean, realism, please.
Yeah.
So that was a little. When he did that, I was like, okay.
Yeah. When you talk about that guy, he was not. He's a good actor, but he was not casted really good either. I
think it was miscast on that part. I think Jafar should look a little more villainous. Yeah. Like in the cartoon.
Older, old age kind of
stuff. Exactly. Okay, what do you think about Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson?
I didn't see that one.
Okay, it was a lot controversial on that one because there was a gay character, but the gay character did nothing. The Jungle Cruise, you seen the Jungle Cruise?
Yeah, with The Rock?
Not the cruise, the book. Jungle
Book.
The Jungle Book.
Yes.
You're mixing them.
Yes, the one with the... Because there's two. There's an old one with...
The newest one.
The newest one. Is that the one with...
all the animals, and then that kid.
And then... He's an actual kid, though. Yeah, then that's the new one. Because in the old one, he looks kind of teenage-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but I've seen it. It was good. It was good. It was good, but the only cool part was the monkey part. Everything else was kind of
that
like...
big ass monkey, right?
Yeah, that was cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. But after that, it's just animals. The animal talking thing was very not believable.
What you think about... Because on that subject, The Lion King.
Shit. Alright.
Yeah, because see, now that's backwards. People are saying that The Lion King looked very impressive, but there was no expression. And then with the Jungle Book, for that one, it was a lot of expression, but not believable.
Yeah.
So, which would you prefer? Jungle Book or Lion King?
I think I would go with Lion King.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the first. You're different.
I think I would go with Lion King just because it feels more raw, more realistic.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, there's just like animals with lips moving and things like that, you know.
But if you do, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. You know, I kind of like the Jungle Book because it was very expressive. Even though I know it's not believable, but I can think that's kind of the point. You know, it's based off a cartoon. Lion King, I was a little disappointed with. Mulan. Have you seen Mulan?
Garbage.
You know, I had a friend on Instagram. He gave it a 9 out of 10.
The thing that I mean, at first when it starts, it's like okay, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, that's good. What the hell? It was not a dragon. What was it?
They replaced the dragon with like a witch.
Right.
There was a witch, and I was hearing a lot. Well, I had people try to defend it. Well, maybe they didn't have the budget. I'm like, shut up. This is Disney we're talking about.
Yeah.
If they were able to make Will Smith into a genie, or turn that monkey, a CGI monkey with into a falcon or something like that, right? I was like, you could have made Mushu. I didn't believe that. And then like the Huns or whatever you call them, like they were all climbing up the walls and stuff, and I was like, I don't remember any of this. I was like, I'm very disappointed. What happened?
They made it into a very realistic thing. It was not Mulan anymore. It was just it almost seemed like I was just watching like some sort of Asian Chinese fight.
Yeah.
It was not Mulan anymore.
And that's the problem, I think, because I was like, so you followed every other one of your movies, but when it came to the one that people were most hyped about, because Mulan is the most popular in my opinion, you really didn't follow it. I was really looking forward to seeing that cliff scene, like when Mulan made the cliff fall down on the ice, right, or that fight scene and stuff. I was looking forward to seeing that in the movie. They're gonna do it, and it wasn't even close. And I was like, what happened? It was garbage.
I was looking to see the soldiers too.
Yeah, right.
Where's the quirky guys? Where are they at?
Yeah, like seeing them all humorous and stuff. I'd be like, that would have been cool because we expected that. I want that, and they didn't do it. I was like, what happened here? I was like, the only thing you got right was the lead. But even with the lead, you didn't do much with her. I was
she was really good too. She was really well casted.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just like, oh man, I was like, that happened.
And the guy was just a dick. What's his name? The actual prince dude. The fighter guy.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Jade. What is it? Jade? What?
I forgot.
Yeah, I don't know, but he was like.
No honor, nothing about avenging his like
a fighting soldier guy. He's supposed to be honorable and kind of he has that cheeky way to him.
Yeah.
It's like, where is all that stuff?
It's not there. The Disney series have been bad. Did you hear they were gonna make an Aladdin 2?
No.
They're making a second one, but they're thinking about replacing Will Smith because of that whole slap situation in the Oscars.
Oh my god.
Okay, now here's this one. I'm gonna ask for your thoughts.
The Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid.
Have you seen the fish?
Yeah. Wow.
Crowdland, what's his name?
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is, that crab too. It's very yeah. They really went for they pulled the Lion King a little bit. Like they really went for that realistic thing.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking if you made that octopus lady, the mermaid's father, you couldn't make him have a little, it's just a regular fish. So I was just like, okay. What do you think when you've seen the trailers?
Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the elephant here in the room.
Her ethnicity being changed.
Yes.
Okay.
Now she is just. Okay, let me say this. Okay. I am not at all racist or nothing, right? You know, but why would you change shit like that? You know, why would you? I know you're trying to relate and all that stuff to the younger, you know,
audience, to the kids maybe.
Yeah. But why change it like that? You know,
with
like
no reason.
Disney is trying to incorporate like diversity and all this garbage, right? But why do you have to make her do that? Why do you have to change her like that? If there's already everything's already in place. There's been a book already. There's been like anime. There's been animes, mangas. There's been
the source
books,
material is there
yeah.
basically.
Why, if you're trying to bring in, you know, a black lead role or whatever, why not just make up some new shit?
I was just about to say that. If you want to be more diverse, that's totally cool. But just make your own characters. Yeah. You know, they did that recently with the new Peter Pan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So there's a new Peter Pan. They made another one again, and they made a lot of changes. So the Lost Boys, they were all supposed to be boys. Now there's girls.
Oh my god.
And that's my reaction too. Tinkerbell, she's black.
A guy now?
No, she's black.
Oh.
Yeah.
But is she?
Yeah, it's a she.
Oh, okay.
But Peter Pan, he's Indian.
He's Indian?
He's Indian for some reason. And the movie's already out as of the time we're making this podcast. I think it just came out like a few days ago, and it's been getting nothing but bad reviews. It's bad. People are like, it's garbage. Like, the lighting's too dark. It's this and that. The story's dumb. Trying to put messages and stuff like that. So when I saw that The Little Mermaid came out, even for me, I was like, I have things to say, but I don't want to come off a certain way. And I'm not trying to come off a certain way, but why? You know, and again, it's not in a bad way. It's just more like, what's the reason for that?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it's sticking to the movie, but why? What's the change?
If you're trying to bring ethnicity into this, why not just make the Princess and the Frog a thing?
Or not even that. Like, why not even just add in a character? They did it with Aladdin. Remember that girl that was right there with the princess?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, she was never in the show. So I was like, why not just add another character in there and make up a character? That's fine. You know, but you changed the main lead for what? Mm-hmm. And that's why Disney's going down a lot. Because people are saying there's just too much political politics and identities in our faces with either the superheroes or whether with the Disney movies now.
Toy Story. Buzz.
Yeah.
The film Buzz Lightyear. Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I heard I like hearing critics and stuff. You know, because I do movie reviews and stuff too, and people were saying the same thing. Why was that there? What was the point of this? Why didn't you just bring back Tim Allen to do the voice? Why are you bringing Captain America in here? What the fuck? You know, like, it was just a lot of bad stuff. Even Tim Allen hated it. He came out, he was like, I hate this movie. That's not Buzz Lightyear. And I was like, yep. So, some stuff in there.
It's the same. I'm an old-fashioned guy. You know, if you're trying to make some new stuff,
cool.
Make new stuff.
Yeah.
Don't make remakes. Like, you're never gonna get a new
Robert Williams?
Yeah, Robert. You're never gonna replace him when you're trying to make Peter Pan, because he was great in that Peter Pan film, the old one.
Pan. Pan. That's what it's called, Pan. The real life one.
Yeah, with him.
Robert Williams. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, but yeah. Well, you're never gonna replace him. You're never gonna replace the genie part of him as well. Yeah, Jumanji remakes. You're never gonna replace the first Jumanji. Just come up with new stuff.
So to end this podcast pretty soon, because it's long. Final topic to talk about. So Hollywood, right? The subject of of them either running out of ideas or renewing them, remakes, prequels, and sequels. What do you think of that? That's going on right now.
I agree. I think I agree with everything. They are running out of ideas because it shows. I don't know. Maybe it's just a YouTube thing, you know, like not just necessarily YouTube, but like every single social media out there. There's a lot of access to things now. It's like that. I don't know who said it, but somebody said there's just idiots out there running around with cameras making stuff. Yep. I think that's a big thing that's happening.
Social media.
Yeah, that's it.
It's just a big thing now.
Yeah, like I don't know. That's my thinking of what is going on with Hollywood.
This is what I think, and I think you were there when I was talking to Bruce about it, which is that I said that I felt like streaming services, and I had this discussion before, which is that I feel like streaming services seems to do a lot better when it comes to creating stuff, because Hollywood seems to always just do the most popular thing out there and they stick with it. Mm-hmm. They don't seem to take chances with movies anymore, where streaming services like Amazon or Netflix or stuff like that, they seem to really bring in different stuff. You're like, oh damn. You know, like Netflix all the time, they bring in hella good movies, and I'm just like, I like this because Hollywood doesn't do it, you know? And then when they try to, it's always something kind of involved in it, and I'm kind of like, what are we doing? And I remember Bruce looked at me, he was like, I don't know about that. And I was like, am I lying?
No.
You know? And I remember Richard was there and everybody was like looking around. I was like, is it just me? I was like,
I agreed.
So, I don't know. I don't like the prequels and stuff like that when they do stuff. I mean, perfect example, not to go back on the superhero subject, but like Black Widow. Remember how like they made a prequel, but they made it after her character died?
Right.
They made her movie after her character died.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of like, what was the point? The movie wasn't even that good. And then besides that, we already know she ain't going to die here because she dies in Endgame. So it was kind of like...
I never saw that film.
You never saw Endgame?
No, not Endgame. Black Widow, because, yeah, it makes sense. Because when that Black Widow came out, I was in the same mindset as like, she's already dead.
Yeah, so there's no risk here.
Yeah.
We know she's going to make it for out of whatever. Yeah, so there's a lot of problems. Oh man,
everything, potholes everywhere. Hollywood films, Disney, everything. Netflix is doing pretty good though.
Yeah, it's kicking it, right? Yeah, hell yeah, it's doing really good.
Yeah.
So honestly, I hope that as an actor, right, that I can do something on a streaming service. That's what I would love to do. You know, for like Netflix or Amazon or something. What would you want to do to end this? Like,
I would love to do independent films. I don't care if I get paid a lot or nothing. I just want to be able to work with people and create something. Regular life. I don't really care about working with Hollywood. I mean, I would like to, you know, just to, you know, work with actual professionals.
Yeah, of course.
Like that.
Yeah, that's anybody, right? Yeah.
But I'm good, you know. I mean, I'd be pretty happy just to bring somebody's idea out and see what happens, you know. Like maybe some writer that nobody knows, but she's got amazing ideas, and see what he's talking about.
All right, cool. All right, then. Well, then, Diaz, with that said, I'll end this podcast right now, and hopefully we can do another one pretty soon.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, if you like what you saw, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification for more content as always. Diaz, thank you so much again, bud, for coming. We actually did a self-tape. It was a project together, but, you know, I asked him if he wanted to do a podcast, and he was down, so that was totally awesome to do this. I know people have been requesting them. If there's anything else that you guys want to talk about, or is there anything you would like to talk about later on, let me know. We can do another one. Other than that, though, thank you so much for watching. Look forward to the next video. And with that said, have an awesome day. Later, verse.